I don't drive and talk to the camera very often. Okay, that didn't work. Today I'm going to talk about how Dan Koe paid me $2,000 for 2 hours work. And I refused it. And that's not because I'm some fancy designer who charges more than $2,000 per hour or $1,000 per hour. It's because I actually saw a chance to get something more valuable. And a lot of people in the comments, or if anyone is watching this, will think that's fucking stupid that I turned down $2,000. And I would agree. But sometimes I think you need to play the long-term game by sacrificing short-term rewards. I'm going to tell you this story and then I'll explain what I mean. So, I was scrolling X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, one day, and I came across a post from Dan Koe. And Dan Koe is someone who I've been following for a while now. He's quite well known in the creator space for kind of combining philosophy and business together. And he talks about the one person business and the 4-hour workday quite a lot. He's someone I admire, and it seems like a lot of other people admire too. And he's someone I would have liked to work with. So when I saw this post, I saw it as a good opportunity to give it a go and see what happens. So the post was, he's developing an app for creators, like a second brain and writing app called Cortex. And he asked his followers he suggested like a logo design competition where the prize was $2,000, which is not bad money. And a lot of designers would probably agree with me that competitions aren't that great for creatives. I would agree, yeah, but in this case I saw it as an opportunity to just play around, improve my skills, and potentially win $2,000 and work with someone I admire. So I spent 2 hours designing the logo and I posted it in the thread, and yeah, everyone else posted, there was a few people complaining in the comments like, oh, you should respect designers' time. And yes, I agree. But yeah, I posted it in the thread, and a day later, or 2 days later, he messaged me, and turns out I freaking won the competition, which was awesome. And most people would have stopped there. They would have accepted the $2,000 and been on their way. But I decided I wanted something more. I saw it as an opportunity to get a testimonial from it. Some people would think this is cringe, but having a testimonial from someone big in the creator space is quite handy, because as I see it, it's a good opportunity to show that I've worked with some big creators, because that's kind of where I want to lean into, is like a designer for creatives, or the creator designer, or something similar like that. So we got talking, and he's like, yeah, that's great, I'm more than happy to do that. And I'm sure he was, to trade $2,000 for a simple testimonial. But as we got talking, I could see how I wanted to sort of exchange more value, because that's how, yeah, isn't that just what you do? You want to exchange value for money. As we got talking, I was like, yeah, I'm heavily inspired by your website and what you do and all that stuff. And I was like, yeah, my website's inspired by yours, like this simple black aesthetic. And we got talking about websites. He's like, yeah, I'm keen to upgrade mine, and well, not upgrade it, but sort of change it around, maybe simplify it a bit more. And he asked me like what platform I use to make the website. And I was like, you know what? I see you're really busy with Cortex at the moment. I can help you out with a website. So I worked on a simple website for him, sent it over. He's like, actually, it's going to be a big pain to switch everything over from WordPress to Framer, which are the two website platforms. And I was like, yeah, that totally makes sense. But he's like, could you whip up a quick landing page for me? I'm working on a project, but I'm quite busy with Cortex at the moment. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like, this is a good opportunity to learn how to do web design. I have played around with it a bit before, but this was a good opportunity to work with an actual client. So I whipped it up, sent it over a day later, and he was like, yeah, this is sweet. I might not use it, but well, I don't know I don't think he ended up using this as well. Either way, he sent me over the $2,000 US. He ended up sending the testimonial as well. So overall, I got a testimonial and the $2,000. Great. So yeah, why am I saying all this? Well, I'm gonna pause this because I fucking forgot. So I've pulled them up on my phone because I took some notes. So not everything you create will be used, and that's okay. Sometimes when you're working with clients, you'll often pour hours into something like a project and they won't even use it. Sometimes it's frustrating, but that's just part of the game. And I've noted down here, the real value comes from what you learn during the process, improving your craft, understanding your client needs, and becoming more adaptable as a creative. Another one is desperation kills long-term growth. Chasing quick wins can sabotage your bigger goals. When you're desperate for money in the short term, you make decisions out of fear instead of strategy. So that's kind of why I'm not rushing to replace my current income with my job, because I enjoy my job right now. But I know I'm meant to build something bigger and something for myself and my family. So by thinking long term, I can make moves that set me up for like lasting success rather than just like a quick paycheck. Another one is remember everyone's just figuring it out. So Dan Koe might seem like he's had it all figured out, but after talking to him, I've realized something. He's just another guy. He's just figuring out as he goes. What sets him apart is his mindset and his willingness to experiment, embrace failure, and double down on what works. It's a way of thinking that I'm trying to emulate and embrace, and I think it's something that we can all learn from. Do what you enjoy, even without a guarantee. When you do what you genuinely enjoy, the work feels effortless. So with the design competition, I enjoy doing design in my spare time. Even though I get paid for it as a job, I still do projects on my own. So yeah, sure, it's great when something becomes financial win, but even if it doesn't, you've still gained experience, improved your skills, and enjoyed the process. That's a win in itself. Another one, ask for what you want. So working with Dan, I asked for what I wanted and I got it. If there's something you want, whether it's a chance to work with someone you admire or feedback on your work, just ask. The worst they can say is no, and even then, you are no worse off than before. Here's an important one that I think a lot of people online kind of forget, is to be a human first. If you want to connect with people you admire or build like an audience, I think you need to just be a person. Don't try and... This is something I'm struggling with myself. I'm trying to be more authentic on camera. If you watch my last video, you can clearly tell it's scripted. But yeah, what I've noted down here is if you want to connect with people you admire, don't overcomplicate it. Be normal. Offer them something valuable, something that saves them time, solves a problem, or improves their business or life. I've seen a lot of people in comments on creators' videos or posts hoping to get noticed. They say, message me if you want help with something. So they're getting the person who they want to work with to reach out to them who they don't know. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't stand out, and taking the time to offer real value does. Say you're a video editor and you want to work with like a big creative. Do like a fake project for them. Like edit one of their videos for them and say, hey, I've made this edit of your video. Let me know what you think. Free of charge. If you want to work with me in the future, let me know. I think it's that simple. And most of the time, they might not get back to you. But that's okay. You've improved your craft. You've put the chance out there, and that's all you can really do. And lastly, if you see an opportunity that excites you, just go for it. Thanks for watching. Let's go.